Hey guys, welcome back. Today is the PlayStation 2 VR release date. I just got this delivered. I did also order the official PlayStation controller dock for charging. I may order something different and eventually stop using this. There is a dock, third party, that people are saying is pretty good already, that holds the headset as well as the controllers. So we'll see where that goes, but I'm going to open up both, do an unboxing here, and then I will play it and come back and give you some thoughts on my comparison versus the PlayStation VR 1 on the PlayStation 4. So I won't show you any gameplay footage of that or anything because I'm just not going to set up capture cards and capture it, especially since VR, you can't really get the experience just watching on a screen in my mind. So I'll just give you my thoughts though. So let's go ahead and unbox the charge port first. And I did get the Horizon bundle, so it does come with the Horizon Call the Mountain VR game, which is a download code. It is not a disc. I prefer physical disc, but I'm fine with download. And also apparently I'm not going to keep this box in any great shape because I've already ripped it trying to just open it. But that's fine. So, set things aside or throw them aside as I open. Packaging here. Looks like this is some kind of manual probably. It's got power cord, part of a power cord, so it's two-piece power cord. And then the dock. It's packed very well, that's what I've heard. It's solid, it's heavy, so it's going to be weighted and stay down. It does have three little prongs, and I will take the camera and give you some better footage of the controller, so maybe I'll just overlay that here. But it does have three prongs, very similar to the charging connector on the dock I have now for my old PlayStation VR 1 controllers, not the official one. But so they just must kind of set in there. So like I said, I'll overlay some footage of that, just showing you this a little closer. So I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside. It does not have any labeling on it other than the basic labeling in the back. Set this aside for now. And we'll open up the old bundle. This box is definitely, it's been a while since I've opened the box from the original one, but this looks smaller. I know the headset is lighter, stuff like that. So let me go ahead. I'm going to actually bring the camera in a little bit to give you a better look at me unboxing this from the top. Kind of. Alright, so there we go, PlayStation VR 2. You do see the glare of the light I have shining up. It is packaged in here inside of another box, which I heard is not the easiest to get out of here, so we'll see how I can do this. Oops. And everything just fell out, so my experience is a little crazy. So it was taped, but the tape didn't hold when I tried to do that, so I'm just going to pop it out. Let's see. Everything just fell out. I'm just taking the whole tray out of the other box that is internal. And I'm not even going to bother with that, but you can see in here, this is the other box. I believe it's just a white box. So I'm going to set this whole thing aside for now. Then here we go. This here appears to be my Horizon code. Manual. Looks like a USB to USB-C cable. Assuming for the controllers probably charging. And then your stereo headphones that plug into the unit. So let's go ahead and take out the controllers first. And I believe this is the right one. Feels pretty straightforward. I don't think it's, yeah, it's definitely not that one. This is the right side. So, feels pretty cool. Smaller on the hand than I thought. And I thought maybe this piece here would kind of be closer to my wrist, but maybe I guess if you got really big hands. Don't know what size my hands are compared to average. The buttons feel nice. The analog stick is smaller than I was expecting. I was expecting more along the size of the actual PlayStation controllers. So that. Let's pump out the other one. Yep. Very cool. Both of them. They don't know. They seem a little off balance, maybe. We'll see. Probably when I'm playing, it'll be fine. The wrist straps. Let's see. According to the official Sony, you just twist them. So, yep, they're pretty easy to put on. So that's pretty good. They're not. You don't have to worry about using two hands to actually put them on. The ones on the other ones, I have to keep twisting them on, and it was a pain. So, pretty cool. They do say Sony on them. And then we have the headset. The cable. There we go. Looks pretty cool. It is cold because it's probably been in a UPS truck all day. Does look pretty nice. I don't know. Oh, I thought let's say this looked like it popped out, but it looks like it actually says Sony on it, so that's the way it's supposed to be. It's air vents, so it looks like maybe up there to help get some air into the unit. The camera's on the front, PlayStation logo on the side. Pretty cool. The adjustment for the lenses, I don't know if you can see that in there. I see a move as I do the adjustments. So that's pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Let's see. I do have a pair of headphones. I usually use my old stereo system. Depends how immersed I want to be. But this, I believe, yep, just pops in the back. Right here, there is a headphone jack right there. And then here's just another like hole to clip it in. And there we go. So the headphones just sit there. And you can, put them up on the side here. I don't know if that's what these are made for, but that's kind of what I did on my old one when I had the earbuds. Pretty easy to do that. Move the front in and out. Very cool. So I am going to go ahead and hook it all up and play it, and I will get back to you with my thoughts. Guys, back here again after playing a little bit of VR, not as much as I wanted to because my power went out right as I was in the middle of Resident Evil 8. I've already played Resident Evil 8 a bunch, so I'm very familiar with it. I essentially was just about to get to the first save point so I could switch to another game. Power went out for the last couple hours here. But it was really cool. The headset is easy to set up, easy to use. The controllers I find pretty intuitive. One thing I was finding with mine is in Resident Evil 8 at least it has click turning. I did not turn on smooth turning because I get a little motion sickness with that, but I was fine with click turning in Resident Evil 7. So when I was doing to the right, sometimes it wouldn't work. I don't know if it's my actual controller that came with it or if it's just I wasn't oriented right and I was maybe pressing up to the corner instead of just right. But either way, it's fine. My controllers did come almost dead, so I had to charge them a little bit as well. One thing about the control pad, or charge port, I'm sorry, the charging dock for these controllers is the way it charges is these are USB-C and they have little dongles that come with that charging dock. So I don't know if you could see that, but it's this tiny little dongle that has 3 little pin connectors on it that you just put into the USB-C port. It stays in there just fine. without being intrusive. Where it's at, my hand, you can see does not, it's on the bottom there, does not hit it when I'm holding it, so I just plan to leave them in there. No reason to take them in and out when I'm playing versus charging. So, but I think overall the VR2 is great so far. Not as huge of a leap as I was hoping for, but it is a pretty big leap, at least with Resident Evil 8. And maybe that's just because that game, especially in the beginning, is very murky and whatever. I wanted to play the Horizon game, which I will shortly if it didn't corrupt the download because it crashed. Everything crashed while my power went out right in the middle as it was downloading the Horizon game. So, but I am a fan of VR1 on PlayStation. I see no difference with VR2. I'm going to be a fan of it as long as they keep making good games for it. I already want to get like the Saints and Sinners Volume 2. The first one I thought was great on PlayStation 1. Can't wait for the second one to come out. Switchback also, which is kind of a sequel to Rush of Blood, which was great on VR1. Hopefully that'll be great on VR2. It looks like it. That was a really fun game. And Resident Evil 8, of course, I'm going to play through that in VR. Unfortunately, I already know what happens in the game. I played it like 8 or 9 times. So, kind of sucks because I really got freaked out playing Resident Evil 7 for the first time in VR without knowing anything about it. One thing, 8 also makes me start a new save. So whereas I had like the super high-end weapons where I can kill anything in like one hit, I got to start over. But using the weapons is completely different. You can't just shoot. You have to load them, you have to cock them, you have to do everything. It's a lot more intense and involved to just shoot the gun. So it adds a really cool factor to it, I think. I would recommend it if you like VR. I know a lot of people are complaining a lot of these games were available on VR1 or Meta Quest. I don't have a Meta, I just have PlayStation VR1. So the less other VR systems you have, the more options are out there for you right away. But definitely gets my recommendation. Some really cool exclusive games right now. They did also announce that the Resident Evil 4 remake is going to have a VR mode for PlayStation. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So please help me get to my 1,000 subscriber goal. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share the videos. It's all random stuff. A lot of video game related stuff or technology or other things. Kind of all over the place, but please subscribe. You don't have to watch the videos that you don't like. Just watch ones that interest you. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.